Hello and welcome to the news bulletin here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. First, the headlines. The local unit commander of the Congo Cross Police Division in Freetown, Assistant Superintendent of Police Thomas Lahai, has called on the people of Tengbe Town community to be tolerant and ensure peaceful and violence-free elections. The Office of the Ombudsman, with support from the United Nations Development Programme UNDP, has concluded and officially released its 5-year strategic plan for the period 2018 to 2022. The Koinadugu District All People's Congress Chairman Momo Conte has had the presentation of Honorable Daniel Kouma, the APC parliamentary candidate, to the people of Al-Kalia, registered his commitments to continue with the ongoing development programs in Keliang Chiefdom. And in sport, 16 teams in the northern part of the country are competing in the first edition of the mayoral tournament at the Wusum Stadium in Makeni. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail with me, Amadou Mwenaba. The local unit commander of the Congo Cross Police Division in Freetown, Assistant Superintendent of Police Thomas Lahai, has called on the people of Tengbe Town community to be tolerant and ensure peaceful and violent-free elections. Waida Sisia's historian Shinao reports.
As the country is moving to its crucial transitional elections, the tendency of youth violence in the electoral campaign process is becoming tense, which calls for the necessary security apparatus to be placed against any threat that would jeopardize the instrument put in place for a free, fair and peaceful elections. Addressing stakeholders of the APC Waterwell Upper Tengbe Town community, Freetown, the local unit commander of the Congo Cross Police Division, Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP Thomas Lahai, ascertained that violence mainly breed at community level, adding that as a security force, they have taken the venture in collaboration with Campaign for Good Governance to preach the message of non-violence and peace in different zonal communities in the western area. He encouraged the youth to stay away from the intake of dangerous drugs, such like hard liquor and other substances that might provoke an act of unnecessary violence.
Every country for like develop. If you get more peaceful people than now, person will cause trouble. Because in the time of peace, now that you think about how to develop the country. So dear, we in this division, with the help of Campaign for Good Governance, we believe say when you talk, somebody go learn, they go listen. Maybe some of you they do that here because we not get the information. Some of the young people they do that here because they not get the information where they help them for make a good decision in life. The decision what they make, and they determine your next step to prosperity. The decisions are what they make from time to time, and they determine your next step to destruction. So we start to follow other countries in Ghana, then just come up at the election. Now the same kind of thing they do. Then go around, the police then go around. Because we don't say, out of every 30 or 50 Motamande, if we talk to them, about 25 or 30 or 45% of them people, they go take that one day. And the quite they say, so they do a lot go back home and talk to picking them. The car that lady, they talk to him brother. But we not listen, what's happen? Who does your life go? Not brother.
The representative from Campaign for Good Governance, Ibrahim Sissay, disclosed that the initiative of community sensitization on non-violence elections is an essential key to the agenda of the electioneering process and the need for civic education in communities. This initiative, he maintained, is highly needed to guarantee a peaceful atmosphere in the country during the March 7, 2018 general elections. community stakeholders of the APC Waterwell Upper Tembe Town community, Freetown, also expressed concern over acts of violence and appealed to their fellow youth to refrain from any activity that may result to violence and chaos before, during and after elections.
You can go out there and exercise the right through the ballot. So you need less for to go out there for to take drugs for politicians, whosoever, honorable or councillor. We all know say we all belong to different political parties. But like for me, I don't think say it ever makes sense for let politicians for to use me, for the misuse me if I can say. For give me drugs or alcohol, for me to go misbehave for them. So all that they say, we appreciate the common for our community, and we hope that let them visit plenty other communities. I think say it go sound well, and we all go benefit a lot from this. Exactly. When your message to them, you just going to say because they not give this person symbol, you know go vote for them. What about that person who they not give symbol in the vote? So why you not go vote? If that person who they not give symbol, I be saying for vex person man. But you no vote. Who don't you enough for vote? And they say no vex pass without getting vexed. So please, you like me say I be one let them give so possible, they not give them. All the same, me not belong to that party, then get their own decision where they take. All the same that the oneness who they watch panel always don't stand, who that competent, who that convince the best, and we go vote.
And me want for appeal to all youth man, both man and woman of the youthful age, tell them say this time around 2018 elections coming, let we say no to violence and let we learn for encourage other people in the community and even beyond. Tell them say this time around this is the message we are moving with, and we all go there as brothers and sisters, as a family. Let we ignore violence and go into a peaceful election.
Message to the women then they were demanding a young party, the woman in a young party, no can bring, no bring problem. Everybody choose for the side day. You the woman and they advise the woman not for make mods because we the woman that we get mods.
We don't go host to host campaign for this non-violence. We get so many organizations right now. We don't go meet them, don't register them, and we go meet them and try for advice. Then go house to house and call meetings. Them call politicians. Then talk to them. Say non-violence. Fight, no fight.
Reporting for Star TV News, I am Waida Sisei.
The Office of the Ombudsman, with support from the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP), has concluded and officially released its 5-year strategic plan for the period 2018 to 2022. This, according to Melron Nicole Wilson, the Ombudsman, is part of the ongoing reforms the office is going through. Adamasila reports.
In highlighting the importance of the Office of the Ombudsman in enhancing public accountability and the Sierra Leone that consistently respect and uphold good governance, the Office of the Ombudsman, with support from the United Nations Development Programme, has concluded and officially released its 5-year strategic plan for the period 2018 to 2022. Speaking during the launch, the Ombudsman of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Melron Nicole Wilson, stated that there is a need for people to know about the existence of the Office of the Ombudsman and how they should always tender in their complaints.
So that we actually go out and engage members of the public in addition to members of ministries, departments and agencies so that they get to know about us. The publicity we're giving around the office, that we have a new office, is for people to know, oh, the Ombudsman exists and he has a new office, so we can go there and make our complaints. It's not just about letting people see a nice building. It's about letting people know about the existence. So it's like an outreach technique. That's why we keep shouting all over the place that we have a new office. Because also the old office did not have enough capacity for complainants. If you have 10 people coming to make complaints, there is no sitting facilities at that old building. But now we have a capacity where we can accommodate like 20 complainants at one point in time. So if people don't know where to channel those complaints, they will not come here. So we want you to help us in publicizing our services and our mandates so that more people get to know about what we do and then they come and access our services. We cannot just stay in a beautiful building without doing any job. We were created to perform a particular service, and we want to continue to perform that service. We want to see our office premises people are accessing us on a daily basis, coming with complaints, and then we resolving those complaints.
It went on to highlight some of the key areas of target during his 100 days in office, and then said to a large extent some of these areas have been targeted, and one of which is restoring public confidence in the office of the Ombudsman.
So during the 100 days, it was just mere identification. I realized that we need a new office premises, and I followed up by ensuring that we move from the old office premises to a new one. I also realized that we need a new strategic plan, and I started to work on the development of one which we've now launched. So we've moved beyond the 100 days plan because I am now 7 months in office. But during the first 100 days, I basically was doing an assessment as to what needs to be done in the office to make sure I restore public confidence in the institution. Because when I came into this institution as Ombudsman, I realized that many people were not accessing our services for 2 reasons. One, because they do not know, and the second reason is because those who have accessed the office of the Ombudsman have not been able to achieve much. People have not been able to get their complaints resolved, so they realized that that is an institution we don't get into. So when I took up the first 100 days was to restore public confidence, to let members of the public know that they can come here and access our services, and we'll be able to ensure that we resolve their complaints. So I basically started by developing the capacity of the institution, recruiting more staff members who will be able to perform the task, because the institution was grossly understaffed at the time I took office in May last year.
On behalf of the government of Sierra Leone, the chairman of the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone, Reverend Dr. Usman Jesse Fona, whilst officially launching the strategic plan of the Office of the Ombudsman, commended them for the strides taken in giving the office a facelift, which he says will strengthen the work of the Ombudsman.
We've all lived in Sierra Leone. When you talk about the Office of the Ombudsman, very few people we are what is all about. But within the shortest possible time, when he was appointed in May, and since the development that's happened over the years. Taking a look at the strategic plan being coined as the ABC of the Ombudsman, you will agree with me that they paid a lot of attention and a lot of effort into it, and they'll be able to produce a document that will make them very, very effective in what they are doing. You look at the 4 main goals that have been established: a technical, competent, internally cohesive, efficient and effective institutions. You look at the Ombudsman being autonomous and financially independent. The strategic plans also wanted to have the Ombudsman be more visible and accessible to the public. The intervention of the Ombudsman impact positively on governance and the service delivery. I am sure this has been a very rich document, and if we have the support of government and civil society, all of us working together with them, will be able to see justice being prevailing in the good of our people in this country.
The strategic plan is a 5-year document that outlines the strategies, goals and visions of the new Ombudsman of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Melo Nico, and this is aimed at administering justice for all Sierra Leoneans over the next 5 years. Adam Asila, Star TV News, Freetown.
The Koinadugu District All People's Congress Chairman Momo Conte has had the presentation of Honorable Daniel Kouma, the APC parliamentary candidate, to the people of Alkalia, registered his commitment to continue with the ongoing development programs in Keliang Chiefdom. Here is the report.
Some disgruntled opposition party members in some strategic areas in Koinadugu district are regretting their decision of picking up party cards in Koinadugu district, where the ruling All People's Congress Party has made significant developmental strides over the years. The name Momo Conte is not only a household name in the district, most senior party officials, as well as among Koinadugu residents, are now referring to him as a political bulldozer who knows how to demolish opposition camps. Momo Conte, who was presenting the party's candidate for the March 7, 2018 election, was highly praised for the development he has championed over the years that has redeemed the district from its previous dark days. The Powerman Chief of Keliang Chiefdom, PC Fode Almami Jallo III, did not mind his words on Sunday when he openly states that Momo Conte's interest is our interest. We should move in the right direction with him. He described President Nkrumah as a man with great blessings for the people of Sierra Leone, and Momo Conte is a blessing for the people of Koinadugu and Falaba districts. PC Jallo III recalls that Kante donated 100 million for students studying at the University of Makeni and has provided numerous support for his people. He maintained that they are supporting Momo Conte and his political party because the development work of APC are visible, he added. The APC party chairman presenting the 4 candidates to the people, namely Dr. Samura Kamara for the presidency, Honorable Daniel Nkrumah as member of parliament, Alex Conte as council chairman, and Alusain Jane as councillor, said they are bringing greater development to Keleng chiefdom after several appeals for numerous speakers for some basic amenities like good roads and health facilities. Momo Conte responded positively that in the next 2 weeks that the main road leading to Alkalia town will be given a facelift. The government, through the local council, he said, has approved the construction of hospitals in Koinadugu and Falaba districts, one of which will be Alkalia town. Vote Samura Kamara as president, Honorable Daniel Nkrumah as member of parliament, Alex Conte as chairman, and Alusan Jane as councillor. I will personally buy and install solar lights in Alkalia town.
Alkalia, they vote for all 3 of them people here. With all what we don't do for Alkalia, Koinadugu district, Kalia chiefdom, Neri chiefdom, una pay we back, una give them what them.
Welcome to the Marco Mincha Yamanajaria. Yati Wamasara, Kadabra Kellen Yamanajo, Kasitania no, Yati Maputajini, Manana Walima Mabura, Manka Mutaja, come here, Manu. Dear, what be the key? The symbol. What be the key? The symbol. Ma symbol can legend ma. Not to all man go get. Better sorrow, better symbol sorrow. Let me walk where apply for them. And see no, and then me ya symbol. I want to get. They just spell like the president's in the back. Other people apply. Amani go. You are the people that we do not get, the people that we do not get, and the family and the supporter them. So as party, we don't make mistake. When I go do Maka, so I left Ake for me. We are put on pass. We will help them when they pursue presidential candidate Samura Kamara. President, Honorable Council Chairman, Ambassador Councilor. Nyati, Mama Yelti, Manas Buya here, and more than again, can not be a good episode. This man, my name Honorable Daniel Nkrumah. We are Honorable Daniel Nkrumah. This one, Alusain Jane. I'm going to go Alusain Jane, councillor. This one, Alex Conte, I'm going to go Alex Conte, council. Well, dear, these projects, the way we don't begin, we want to run. Now he left now you hand now for low donor or low no donor. Marvin for the mark wala men dabre ke tilabo ke no wasi ko min ba project. Nasu toma I will talk. Now toma I will believe about the ba to I will sign gajan will gajan. I shall say if una vote for the presidential candidate Samura Kamara, una vote for Honorable, una vote for Alusain, una vote for Alex Conte. Yeah. We are going to surprise how we have for turn. We want turn Alkalia, let be very, very big chiefdom, make it very, very big town, let light safe go in there.
Koinadugu district was full to the brim in the early hours of Thursday, the 28th January 2018, as highly spirited locals turned out in hundreds to set eyes and attentively listen to their brother and son, Momo Kemo Conte, nicknamed the political bulldozer. As chairman of the APC in Koinadugu district, he appealed to all the tribes in the district to unite and return to the APC governance and move on with the unprecedented development of the country as a whole. He particularly admonished the Limba people that they have the most to lose group of people if they allow themselves to be swayed away by shallow and selfish politicians. Compiled by Amadou Lambranaba for Star News, I am Lamin Mansare in Freetown.
You're still watching the National News Bulletin here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. Let's now join Ilton John for some sports updates.
Thanks to Ilamrana in the studio for some sporting news. We start with the local scene. Well, as a way to help develop talent within the Northern region, the Sports Writers Association based in the Northern region have kickstarted the first edition of the Mayor's Trophy. Well, according to the president of the Northern region of the Sports Writers Association, Sheku, they decided to host the tournament to see how best they will help develop young talent. Here is the report.
Yeah, and the rationale behind the name, the Mayor Trophy, is that at the initial stage, we go around because we get the annual activity plan. Based on the activity plan, therefore, DIMAFIC will need for embark on the project this year, 2018. And just after that, we therefore hold a meeting. We go around stakeholders and we talk to them. We seek for making them sponsor competition. Unfortunately, nobody will come to aid, and then for Seattle to organize competition in the municipality. Fortunately, for we go for DIMAFIC. Say, okay, now let's meet the council and see how we go for talk to them and we organize something. Ultimately, we go for meet them and go for give the blessing. The mayor say, you don't give the blessing, they make them provide the star prizes and the trophies. And as I talk to you now, the trophies they don't come in England and they right now in a saloon. And the type of what they say for do the unveiling and the star prize. So that's the rationale why we give the name the Mayor's Trophy.
How many teams that take part in this competition?
Teams and the Mayor's Trophy first edition.
So at the end of this competition, what are they trying to achieve?
At the end of the competition, we want to make sure the municipality, just after the EBK competition, they find out say teams they need to get consistent playing time. And they can just rest games on the municipality. So I find out some of them can just avoid for the train and not can even focus again on football. Where some of them demand to say are a career. So total fit when this time let's see how we come back to 8 of our brothers there and see how we go for organized competition for making them not go sit down, no lack band, let them turn on, they need to go in vain, no waste. So that make we demand fit not organized competition. Say the FA, the 1-2 infighting or whatsoever it is within the FA, will call up national competitions and that will see how football continues for the play. But as you say, necessary for the competition for the play and the municipality, that make we organize this Mayor's Trophy. And we hope say by the Mayor's Trophy will end, perhaps we will hope and pray to the God, say the FA they will put the house in order, everything will go in the way national competition, because we got about 4 Division 1 teams in McKinney, and then all they prepare for progress to the Premier. Why you go prepare? I believe say this are the stepping stone and then a breeding ground, and this will be a practicing games and for them for making them put the house in order for meet up the next Premier League playoff for start perhaps anytime from now, because I know the proposed date. But that time somebody rationale home forget. Hope say boys then going to get fit for meet up the playoff we get for come at any time.
What do we now get at the end of the competition?
As of now, we're not disclosing until because the day we will do the unveiling and the day we disclose to all the teams and where they participate. Presently, we don't disclose that to them now. Say that kind of time we will now for come inside and we will unveil until we go for do the unveiling, go for call back the press for making them kind of witness what they do and we think will be the star prize, individual awards as also for now. And we'll come with one initiative where presently go on. We know happen. I know if it happen, but you know somehow exposed. As I talk to you now, we get a match assessment of players then. We get people who don't identify who them they nobody know them, only we the organizer know them. Then they assess players there. We know what pass goes on to finals, then we say this are the player where we the teams when they play finals, they will select best player, best goalkeeper. No players they don't play from an initial stage, they don't go on to they don't reach the finals, perhaps they just drop at the quarterfinals or semi-finals. They play past the one when they go to final when they win the trophy. So we want to see how they get any statistics and they together. We collect them from there. We for do say this person it deserves to be the best player, it deserves to be the best midfielder, it deserves to be the best goalkeeper. Unlike the highest goal scorer, he get for play on to the perhaps if you drop out and anybody don't reach on to that tally of goal don't score, then I think he will emerge as victor. But as of now, some of them statistics they will get people in the right time within the perimeter when they do that secretly without any interference.
Well, we hope that this competition will continue in the northern region and elsewhere in the country to see how best will continue to see more young talents. Away from the local scene, in the international scene, where a lot of transfers has 3 days more to go, or 1 more day to go for the window transfer to get closed. There is a negotiation with Dortmund football team and also Arsenal for the signing of Aubameyang for him to join Arsenal Football Club. But according to the report, he's saying that they have paid over £60 million to see how best he will join Arsenal Football Club, and there will hopefully be an exchange with David Luiz from Chelsea and also Oliver Giroud from Arsenal, for Oliver Giroud for him to join Chelsea and David Luiz for him to join Arsenal Football Club. Danny Sturridge, former Liverpool player, have joined Newcastle on loan for 1 season. Yet to see what Danny Sturridge, the England international, will deliver for Newcastle United. That's all for sports. Back to Ilam Ganaba in the studio.
Many thanks, Hilton John, for the sports updates. Well, that's all we have in our local news bulletin file for the hour here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. I am Amadou Lamganaba, and thanks very much for watching.